It's not about motivation. Winners need discipline. Wake up and win today. Discipline comes from within.
Boxing King Media in association with Foxdraw. Adam, 14-9.
We'll open for an interview to say welcome back.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
We'll leave the interview because it's getting very late. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Boxing King Media in association with Boxdraw. Adam Smith. Adam, it was 49 days ago. You probably won't know this. 49 days ago, you did your first interview back with me in Saudi Arabia, and you talked about potentially coming back, and here you are.
Here I am, and thanks to Izzy, he asked me at the Johnny Nelson Foundation event last week. He said, "Do you fancy it?" And yeah, you know, look, I've missed it. I love being back behind a mic. It was great working with Spencer Oliver. Fantastic working with TalkSport. They're a great team. I went into the studio yesterday, or is it the day before now? This is late, to do the Simon and Jim show, which I adore. Yeah, I'd love to do some radio actually, but yeah, it was just really nice being back behind a mic and calling fights again. And I just, you know, I love it, and I always will. And how much I do, I don't know. My health has got to come first. I've got to balance that with my family, but it's really nice to be back. It's really nice to be back in an environment that I feel very comfortable in, and I love doing. And I've missed it, and I've missed to see the great fighters. That's who I love, whether they're 4-rounders or world champions. I just have so much respect for those men and women that get in the ring, because I'm not brave enough for that. I beat cancer, but I'm not brave enough to go into a ring. I mean, that's just almighty courage, and I've always had that respect, and I always will, and it's just a pleasure and an honour to be back behind a mic. And yeah, thanks to Izzy and the team for asking me.
I respect your hustle. You're still here. You know, they're taking everything down, but Adam Smith is the last person to leave. So I'll keep it quite short. In short, Adam, which fighter stood out to you the most tonight? Just give me one. Put you on the spot.
I mean, probably Shaq Thompson. I mean, Shaq is a great fighter. I think he's a real potential star. You can see what he's got. He's tall, rangy, sharp, powerful. A little bit of Demetrius Andrade in him. There's something there that I just really like. I like his attitude. Before the bell, yeah, before the the introductions, he was really eyeing up his man, and I like that. And I thought Gino Cantis was way too brave. I mean, he was so courageous, but I think the fight should have been stopped earlier, and it just took it away a little bit from another dazzling performance from Shaq. Great to see him again. I'm really looking forward to his journey. So yeah, he stood out for me. Stevie Levy and Morgan, what a great story. Liam Cameron back. I mean, just so many. And obviously Thomas Asomba, and that was a very close fight. Fight of two halves. Loved it. You know, some 50-50 fights, some knockouts, some controversy as always in boxing, and value for money. It was fight after fight, and I think everybody really enjoyed it in here. They stayed pretty much to the bitter end. It wasn't sort of coming for one fighter. They seemed to just enjoy the whole entertainment, and those are the sort of shows that I absolutely love, when it's crammed from start to finish. Of course, there's some prospects against the journeyman. You're going to get a little bit of that. You've got to build them up, but there's also the close affairs in there, the ones you're not quite sure which way it's going to go, and we need more of those. So yeah, it was a great show, and I thought it was produced really well, very sharp, fantastic ring walks, and yeah, live on TalkSport YouTube. He's got something going, Izzy, and it was a privilege to be part of this show tonight.
Definitely so. And just last thing I want to speak to you about, Adam, we've seen recently, where Johnny Nelson, your old colleagues, he's been having a bit of back and forth with the whole Tyson Fury camp. One of the things he said was that there was a mole in the camp, and he was getting his information. So I spoke to Shane Fury, and the interview will be out now, and he basically said to me that the information Johnny's been releasing, it's all false. So whoever his mole is basically lying to him. So where do you think Johnny's getting his information from?
I don't know where Johnny gets his information from. Obviously, we're very close. We've been very, very close for many years. We don't work together like we did, and ringside feels a long time ago. But Johnny and I are, we've got an amazing amount of history. But I do disagree with him. There's been times I remember he's saying that Alexander Usyk was an average southpaw, and I took complete disdain to that. A lot of what Johnny says is great. I mean, he's a fantastic pundit. He's a great analyst. He's a wonderful sort of people person. His charisma, everything. He lights up a room. He's brilliant with every level of fighters, and that's why he was great on ringside. I don't know who he's been talking to, and he's got his information, and he goes with it, and he'll say what he says, whether it's for a bit of fun or whether it's what he really believes the truth, and you have to ask Johnny that. But it's all fun and games for me, and it's people will take exception to things, and there's sensitivity and there's criticism, and Johnny says what he believes, and sometimes I think he has a bit of fun with it too. But look, that's for Johnny to answer, not me. But I love Johnny; he's brilliant.
Last thing, Adam AZIM, Dalton Smith.
I love that fight.
Yeah, should it get made next?
I love it. I love that fight. I absolutely love that fight. I'm a massive admirer of Dalton, have been from the word go. Just ask Eddie and the others what I think of Dalton Smith. I'm a huge admirer of Adam AZIM. Just ask Ben what I think of Adam. It's a cracking fight, and I'd love it to be made. So yeah, from a neutral standpoint, I say, down the camera, let's make that fight. Adam AZIM, Dalton Smith, Adam AZIM, whoever, whichever channel, dual broadcast it, whatever. I want to be there in the crowd. I love that fight. I just want to see two great guys, great young fighters who I think are both destined for bigger things. Let's get it on. Let's get a little rivalry going. They're going to have one fight now, another fight down the line. I think it's brilliant. That's what boxing needs. We've had Boatsy Aziz, we had Michaela and Tasha, which was brilliant. We're getting these big fights.
Haney Garcia,
I've heard tomorrow night with the Liam Williams fight, and I just love it. I love all these big matches being made. Reece Belotti's on tomorrow as well, isn't he? But they're good fights. The good fights that are being made, and that's another one you've mentioned. So yeah, let's get it on.
Adam Smith, thank you for your time. Have a safe journey home.
Thank you.
Fear. Most people are governed by their habits, their fears, and their opinions of others.